Hi crochet friends, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Alice and I love to share tutorials on functional crochet items. This week's tutorial is this crochet phone bag and I'm so excited to share with you. Welcome to Alice's Crochet Corner. These are the materials that I will be using today. As you can see, the stitches are very simple. This is going to be a very beginner-friendly tutorial. Let's begin. We are going to first start by crocheting the width of our case. We're going to first make a slip knot. So we're going to twist our yarn, grab the tail end of our yarn and pull through. Insert our crochet hook and pull tight. Now we are going to do a total of 17 foundation chains. So we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through that one loop. So that's one chain. We're going to do this a total of 17 times. Once we have done our foundation chains, we are going to do another 3. So we should now have a total of 20 chains. We are going to do a double crochet into that 5th chain. So this is our first chain, second, third, 4th, 5th. So it's the 5th chain from the hook. To do a double crochet, we wrap our yarn around our hook, insert our hook into that 5th chain, grab our yarn and pull up a loop. We now have 3 loops on our hook. Wrap our yarn again and pull through 2 loops. Wrap our yarn again and pull through the remaining 2 loops. So we now have 2 stitches. So the chain 4 that we have done here does count as a stitch. And we're just going to keep going with our double crochet. So we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook again, insert our hook into that next chain. And just keep going. We just want to do a double crochet in every stitch all the way until the end here. After we have done a double crochet in every stitch, we want to make sure we have a total of 17. So right now, remember the chain 4 does count as a stitch, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So right now we have 17 stitches. At the end of this round, we want to have a total of 18. So we're going to do one more double crochet into this last stitch here. And so now at the end of this round, we have a total of 18 stitches. To start our next round, we are going to turn our work slightly. See how we have 2 double crochet in this last stitch. To start our next round, we want to do one more double crochet in that stitch. Just like that. And so this stitch counts as our next round. And then next we are going to do a double crochet right above this stitch here. So we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook, insert our hook into that stitch, and do our double crochet. And we're just going to work alongside each stitch. And so what we want to be doing is making sure we have 1 double crochet above each double crochet from the last round. We're just going to keep going all the way until the end. We've just finished with a double crochet in every stitch. As you can see, this is where I've done my last double crochet. We want to have a total of 2 double crochet in this last stitch, so I'm going to go ahead and do one more. And so for this round, we have done a total of 18 double crochet. So right now we should have a total of 36. Now we're going to end this round by doing a slip stitch into that third chain. So this is our first chain, our second and our third chain. So we're going to insert our hook, grab our yarn and pull through again, and that is our slip stitch. We have just finished this round. To start our next round, we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are going to be working a double crochet into that next stitch here. So as you can see, the chain 4 sits right above a double crochet. The last double crochet we've just done sits above here, and we're going to continue on and make sure we have a double crochet sitting above each one from the prior round. And we're just going to go ahead and keep going all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I have just worked my last double crochet for this round. We only did 1 double crochet in this last stitch. We don't need to do any more. To end this round, again, we are going to be slip stitching into that third chain. So that's our first, second, third chain. We're going to insert our hook and pull through again. To start our next round, we are going to chain 4. Now this chain 4 counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. You'll know what I mean later on. So next we are going to skip a stitch and work a double crochet in that next stitch to create our mesh. We're going to insert our hook underneath the 2 loops, grab our yarn and pull through, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through again. We are going to chain 1. We are always going to be chaining 1 after our double crochet, and then we are going to skip our next stitch and work a double crochet in that stitch after. Chain 1 again, skip a stitch, work a double crochet in that stitch after. And what you'll start to see is that mesh forming. We're just going to keep going. Just like that, and we're going to keep going all the way around, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just worked my last double crochet in the chain 1 space for this round. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch into that third chain. So again, this is our first, second, third chain. We're going to insert our hook, grab our, let's try again, that's our first, second, third chain, grab our yarn and pull through. And so that creates a very seamless finish to this round. It looks like it's part of the mesh. And we're just going to keep going and doing exactly what we've just done for the prior round. I'm going to show you one more time. We are going to chain 4. And then we are going to work a double crochet right above the one we've done for the last round. Chain 1 again, and work another double crochet above the one from the prior round. And just keep going. And there we go. And so a double crochet should be sitting neatly above the one from the prior round to continue with our mesh pattern. I'm going to keep going all the way around and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just finished with my last double crochet for this round. Now I want to bring in a new color, so we're going to do that before we do our slip stitch. So I'm going to grab this nice lilac purple. And as a reminder, I have already done a chain 1. I'm going to insert my hook into that 3rd chain. So again, that's our 1st, 2nd, 3rd chain. I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to grab the new yarn color, and that's the yarn that I'm going to pull through to finish with our slip stitch. Just going to pull my yarn nice and tight, and using this new yarn color, I am going to chain 4. And I'm going to repeat exactly what I've been doing. And then work a double crochet above each one from the prior round to keep the pattern consistent with our mesh. Just like that. I'm going to keep going all the way around and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just worked my last double crochet and a chain 1 for this round. I'm going to again end this round by doing a slip stitch. Again, it's going to be into our 3rd chain, so that's this one here. And there we have it. So this is roughly what yours should be looking like as well. I'm going to be continuing with this color for a couple more rounds. If you want to change colors more frequently, just do exactly what I've been doing before. We just bring in the new color when we slip stitch to start bringing in the new color. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going until I've reached the desired height for what I want to be using this for, and then I'll meet you when we're done and I'll show you what to do next. I've just done a total of 8 rounds of the mesh. I'm going to go and work on the hem now. I do know that the material is going to stretch a little bit, especially when we carry it, so I just want to be mindful of that. But you can absolutely do more rounds if you prefer. Now as you can see, I've just finished with my slip stitch. I'm going to chain 1 to start our next round, and then we are going to be working a single crochet along each stitch. So we're going to insert our hook into the stitch right next to it and wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops. And then again insert our hook underneath 2 loops, grab our yarn, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops. And we're just going to slowly work along the top of every stitch, making sure we do a single crochet in every stitch, just like this. That is roughly what it's looking like at the moment. We're just going to go ahead with our single crochet all the way around, and I'll show you how to end this round. I have just finished with my first round of single crochet. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch. I want to bring in the same color that I used for the second round of mesh. So I'm going to grab this yarn ready for us to do our slip stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook on top of the first single crochet that we've done. Grab our yarn and finish with our slip stitch. Now we can tighten our yarn and pull as we need. To start our next round, again we chain 1, and then we are going to insert our hook into that same stitch and do our single crochet, and we just keep going. It's easier than the prior round because we now have stitches that we can easily crochet into. We're just going to keep going all the way in every single stitch, and I'll meet you when we're done for this round. We have just finished with our second round of single crochet. I am going to end this round with a slip stitch. Again, I want to bring in the third color that I've used for the mesh body, so I'm going to have that ready. We're going to slip stitch by inserting our hook on top of the first single crochet we've done for this round. We're going to grab our color and finish with our slip stitch. Again, for this round, I am going to chain 1, and I'm going to be working a single crochet in every stitch. This is going to be the last round of single crochet that we do for the top part of our case. Right after this, I'm going to show you how we will be doing the strap. We're just going to keep going all the way, and again, I'll meet you when we're done for this round. I've just finished with our third round of single crochet. To end this round, we are going to insert our hook on top of the first single crochet of this round and finish with our slip stitch, just like that. Now we are going to chain the length of the strap that we would like. For me, I'm going to be doing a total of 40 foundation chains. So to do so, again, we wrap our yarn around our hook once and pull through that loop. And I'm just going to go ahead and do a total of 40. It's entirely up to you how long you would like your chain to be, or your strap, I should say. I've just finished crocheting the length of the strap. As you can see, I've laid the case nice and flat. What we want to do next is we want to pick the halfway point so that we can attach the strap onto it. You can count and make sure that you have the same number of stitches on both sides, but I'm pretty happy to just eyeball it. Once you have marked where you want to insert your hook, grab your hook out, insert your hook into that stitch that you want to attach your strap onto. Insert your yarn. We're just going to wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through all the loops, just like that. And then we are going to chain 1, and then now we are going to be working a single crochet alongside the strap. So let me show you. We're going to insert our hook into the first chain of the strap, grab our yarn and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops. So we're just working a single crochet along the strap. Just like that. We're just going to keep going all the way and do a single crochet in every stitch until we've reached the end here. I've just worked a single crochet along the strap, and now we are going to attach the strap fully onto the case. To do so, you can see that we have the strap coming out of this stitch. We are going to insert our hook into this next stitch, grab our yarn, pull through and pull through again. And there we have it. We have our strap nice and secure onto the case. I am now going to cut our yarn. I'm now going to add a last bit of a finishing touch to our case. I'm going to bring in the same color as what we've used for the base. I'm going to insert my hook here. So as you can see, this is where the strap is. I'm going to insert my hook here. We're going to be burying this tail end of the yarn from our last round, so I'll show you what I mean by that. Grabbing the new color, we're going to pull through, wrap our yarn around our hook and chain one, and we're going to single crochet along the stitches. So insert our hook into this next stitch, grab our yarn and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops. So again, we are doing a single crochet, but as you can see, the tail end from the last round is hiding underneath the stitches. This is just a little trick that I like to use so that I don't have to weave in as many ends. So I'm just crocheting over it, just like that. Now we are going to single crochet all the way along here up until our strap begins, and I'll show you how to continue on. I've just worked my single crochet along the top part of the case. I'm now going to be working onto the strap. Now you really want to make sure that your strap is flat as you do this. Once you've made sure that your strap is flat, I'm going to insert my hook into this first stitch here, our first formal single crochet. I'm going to insert my hook. Oh, I just want to make sure we've got 2 loops. Yeah. Grab our yarn and pull through, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through 2 loops. So we're just working our single crochet along the strap as well. So as you can see, it's creating that really nice contrast, and it's also making our straps thicker so it's more secure. I'm just going to keep going and doing my single crochet along the strap until the end, and I'll meet you when we're done. I've just finished with the last single crochet on the strap. To end this round, we are going to be doing a slip stitch. We are going to slip stitch on top of this first stitch here. So as you can see, I'm inserting my hook, grabbing my yarn, pull through and pull through again. Going to cut my yarn, also pull up the tail end and fasten off. Beautiful. So we've just done the finishing touch on one side of the bag. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side of the bag. So again, we're going to be starting on the other side over here. I'm going to grab my yarn, insert my hook right here, grab my yarn and pull up a loop, wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through. That's our chain one. And then we're just going to continue with our single crochet. Again, I'm going to be burying the tail end of our yarn. So I'm going to be single crocheting along the top, just like that. So this is going to be exactly the same as what we've done for the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and single crochet along the top and along the back, or along the strap of the case, all the way until the end, and I'll show you what we do again. I've just finished with the last single crochet for the strap. Again, we're going to end this round by doing a slip stitch. We're going to insert our hook, grab our yarn and pull through again. And I'm going to cut our yarn and fasten off. Oh my gosh, guys, can you see how cute it's looking? I've just put in an iPhone 12 just to test it out and see. It's looking very, very cute. I've made this for my iPhone 14 Plus, so it's just going to be a little bit wider, so the case fits perfectly. It's just that I'm using the phone to record at the moment, but I'm loving how it looks. Let's go ahead and weave in our ends. I've just turned the case inside out. We're just going to weave in our ends now. There's no particular way that I like to do this. I just weave in the ends under as many stitches as I possibly can. So as an example, just try to weave in as many stitches as I can. Just pull. And then I'm going to cut my yarn. Then this tail end we buried earlier, so we're going to cut that. And the rest of them is going to be exactly the same. We just want to hide the tail end as best as we can underneath as many stitches. And then we'll just do the same for all of them. Guys, look at this gorgeous case that we've just made. I'm so proud of us. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I hope you really enjoyed today's tutorial. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!